David Demolition Man Kalsa's pro career has been a roller coaster, played out in the spotlight of the Bamma cage. After impressive victories at Bamma 29 and 31, he has suffered back-to-back losses at Bamma 32 and 34. Chris, this exciting fighter now looks for a shot at redemption here at the York Hall tonight.
And I've always said that Kalsa was one of Bamma's breakout stars in the past year. I stand by that sentiment, even with his 50-50 results. He took every fight that was offered to him. Stayed active, showed improvement. Arguably the company guy in the lightweight division, taking on any and all challengers, and frankly now, never putting in a boring round. We've seen some new skills from Kalsa. He's got better kicking, improved boxing, great head movement. Still got that takedown in the wrestling. Tonight, I think he's kind of got to go back to the old school and use that grappling pedigree that he came in here as a highly touted amateur champion into Bamma on.
And as you said, highly touted amateur, and let's be honest, he hit the ground running in his professional career. Every bout at Bamma, that means every bout high level. That's an incredible way to have to start your career in that spotlight, as we said, Chris. So when you look at his 2-2 record, give the man some credit. It's at the highest level.
You bet, some big wins. Demolishing Conor McGregor's training partner, Chief Cowley. Steamrolling Charlie Boy Howard, one of the most popular guys in London at Bamma 31. So Kalsa looked happy yesterday. He looked absolutely thrilled to be here. He said, look, I've had some time off since my loss. I've gone through some training, gotten some better strength and conditioning going on. The weight cut was perfect. A happy fighter, that's a dangerous fighter.
And when we look at his Bamma career, it's a man that Bamma likes having on, because you hit it on the nail. He always brings his A-game, win or lose, and it's always exciting. When you look at his name there, you think, yeah, who's he fighting now? Because we know what he's going to bring.
You bet. And we talked about that strategy with the grappling. To me, I think he's got to make sure he pays attention to the wrestling. Get that double leg if you can early, set it up, be smart, be patient. It's great to have Kalsa back in Bamma tonight in London.
John No Mercy Nicholls is in a similar position to his opponent, as after 2 KO victories, he has also suffered back-to-back defeats to also go, Chris, 2-2 as a professional. It seems fitting, therefore, that he is Kalsa's opponent tonight, and also given the opportunity to put things right after defeat at Bamma 34.
That's right, he came into Bamma undefeated last time we were in London, but tonight a chance to go 1-1 in the promotion. What do we know about him? Well, he's a really tough guy, and he trains out of Kettle's gym, so need I say more? British legend, Alan Kettle at the helm. Without a doubt, the guy can kickbox. He got into trouble with the grappling last time around. He's promised to address those questions. We're going to find out some answers here tonight.
Well, that's what I love about this bout, because as you said, with the improved Kalsa upright, this could be a great stand-up battle for me. So many times before we've seen a Bamma. Who takes it to ground first, and how do they fare? Because as you said, Kalsa has got that ground game.
You bet, and the thing is, he's also got a good submission game, and that's where Nicholls came up short. He got tapped by a leg lock, but tonight, you know, I think, again, he's in a great headspace. The psychological and emotional aspects of fighting are just as important as the physical. And if you look at his weight cut, both guys made weight perfectly. Again, he looks to be in the shape of his life, so it's just great time for both guys to meet in a crowded lightweight division.
And Chris, is a final thing here, the lightweight division wide open for some to really come in there.
Yeah, that's right. Nicholls a relatively short career as a pro since September 2017, but tonight he's got a chance to take a step forward here at the York Hall.
And if we look at the two men, Nicholls is the older by 6 years and taller by 2 inches. But outside of those statistics, it is an even playing field for these two men, with identical professional records and very similar amateur careers. This now becomes a must-win situation for both if they want to progress with the organisation in a stacked Bamma lightweight division. Buddy Johnson is ready to make the official announcements in the cage for us.
Bamma 36 from London, England, presenting 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division live on Unilad. Bamma London, partnered by RDX Sports, our official fight and fitness partner, 32red.com, our official gaming partner, and Geek, our official cryptocurrency partner. Now, inside the cage tonight, we introduce first the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds even. He holds a professional record, 2 wins against 2 defeats. Fighting out of Kidderminster, England, presenting David Demolition Man Kalsa. And his opponent across the cage in the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in an official 154.2 pounds. He holds an identical record of 2 wins against 2 defeats. Fighting out of Dartford, England, presenting John No Mercy Nicholls. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Rich Mitchell.
So, Chris, this really is 2 men on a mission. 2 great starts to their career. Both of them really going like trains, and then suddenly they're facing 2 losses each. One of these men is looking for redemption here tonight.
Both guys with lots of talent. Both guys, coming off 2 losses in Bamma. I think it's going to come down to the wrestling tonight, whether or not Nicholls can stay off his back or Kalsa can get the ascendancy in the upright.
Yes, and a good exchange in the middle of the cage. Nice and upright. Good boxing technique, the round kick coming in from Nicholls and the left hand, and Kalsa looking and smiling and throwing that low kick, but we're looking for his upright skills as a takedown transition, aren't we?
And how long is the question? Right now he's trying to step in off that jab, maybe look for the level change. Nicholls looks a little bit more comfortable, a little more fluid. I like the kicks, and I like the fact that he's setting them up. The last thing you want to do is throw a lazy single kick. That can get you taken down.
And again, he's not overcommitting either, Chris. He's throwing his punches and kicks sharply and then stepping back because he knows that Kalsa can transition, and he knows this where it could be his weakness. So he's doing a good job here at the moment of Nicholls of not getting carried away, as you said, and just not overstretching. That's a stiff jab.
Nice kick in return from Kalsa. Would have liked to turn that over. That's the thing. That's what I was looking for. I like the fact that he's going to try to have longer trades into the takedown as well, because the thing what you want to do is convince your opponent that you're looking to stand, or at least happy to stand, and then go into that takedown.
You're right, he threw a lovely uppercut there as the ending to start the transition to the takedown. Nicholls did a good job of moving away and keeping this upright again, but we've seen Kalsa set out his stall here now, and he's patient and he's willing to trade, but he's willing to trade with a man at the moment that is throwing very sharply indeed, Chris.
I like the head movement, though. He's got to keep that up. And keep his hands up as well. That's what got him in trouble in the Dylan 2 fight, for example.
Well, solid low kicks coming in from Nicholls, and again, if you're looking for a man to take you down and who's going to shoot fast, take that base away from him. He needs to keep targeting that lead leg, Nicholls. He's more than capable of it with his background.
You see him back off there because he knows that takedown is coming. So he's got to keep moving and make sure he stays at kicking distance, or at least at a distance that allows him to gauge that level change and hit him with an uppercut. Oh, that was a good exchange. Both guys got cracked.
That's right. Nicholls got cracked first, came straight back. Kalsa hit him with the right, possibly for the setup. But this is the thing. What Nicholls is doing well is firing back immediately.
Nice 1, 2, 3 there from Nicholls.
He's looking sharp, Chris, especially upright. David Kalsa has to be very careful if he is boxing to set up. He's got to think when, because Nicholls is very sharp here.
Oh, fastball right hand there from Kalsa. He's got to keep that right hand up, though, because Nicholls is looking for that check hook or stepping into that lead left hook. Watch out for that left from Nicholls.
Well, at the moment, Chris, everything upright, and I've got to say, it's hard, it's hurtful, it's sharp, it's exciting.
There's the left hook again. Good check from Kalsa. Kalsa read that and actually backed out. It's strange to see both guys actually so willing to stand in the middle of the ring right in front of each other, but they're just kind of out of range, in and out.
Well, Nicholls will be happy with this. This is what he's used to, and also he throws those few little kicks into the leg to mix it up, as he does there. Kalsa checks this one, but Nicholls, I think, will be happy. He'd love it to stay here, be confident. Even if he eats a jab like that, he just smiles.
Stepped into that jab a little bit more. That's a sign he got hurt, or at least hit.
and then he doubles that jab up. But Kalsa's moving nicely, and I like the way he throws the punches on the angles. But at the moment, if it is gamesmanship, he's keeping that eye contact with Nicholls. To say, I'm more than happy, which makes me think that there's going to be an explosion from Kalsa for that takedown. But at the moment, he's doing a good job of making us all think.
Whoa!
He didn't just make us think, Chris. That landed clean.
Nice popping jab there. He dropped him with that left straight. Stepping into that jab. Wow.
It was great stuff. As you said, I didn't know how long he was willing to stand and trade, but what he did do was throw just a very straight left, Chris, and then capitalize the moment Nicholls went down. Whether it was meant to set up or not, Kalsa took the opportunity.
The thing for me is that Kalsa will be happy to follow that fighter to the ground. Nicholls, I don't think, would have jumped down to Kalsa unless he was really hurt. Kalsa, this is his office. He's got great ground and pound, really good passing game, just good top control in general. Now, Nicholls is holding on, looking for an attack off his back, but Kalsa's keeping his elbows really tight. He'll defend here until Nicholls just gets a little bit tired, and he'll posture up and look for punches.
Yes, the ground and pound coming now. As you said, Chris, those punches, but they're inside the last 10 seconds. Nicholls really has to hold on here and see this out. There was one opportunity in the round, and Kalsa took it.
A nod from both guys. They were trading in the middle and just exchanging comments and looks as if they were sparring. We knew this was going to be a great matchup again. I love the fact that we got to see Kalsa stand with some confidence, but then take the opportunity to take down. Nicholls obviously could have stayed off his back, but when you rock like that, that's just one of the best times to take someone down.
That's right, and as we saw here, there's good technique from Nicholls upright. Stiff jab, but Kalsa there, as soon as he saw that knockdown, he took the opportunity immediately, Chris.
And here, that top control from Kalsa. Looking for that scissor sweep. Nicholls tried to flip in reverse position, but Kalsa having none of it. The base, again, we said it in the walkout. I love the fact that Kalsa went back to the old school, was happy to stay on top, and happy to do damage. He didn't even think so much about the pass, he just kept good position.
You're right, Chris, that was the thing that was key to me. That left, I think he threw for damage itself. He wasn't worried about it as a setup, but the fact that it landed so cleanly and took Nicholls off balance, then it became a setup, but it shows how confident he is, stood trading with his man.
Rich Mitchell in charge here at the York Hall. Chris Hookster alongside Malcolm Martin. Great to be with you here for Bamma London. Lightweight showdown between John Nicholls in the red corner, David Kalsa in the blue. 2-3.
And again, Nicholls coming forward with those stiff jabs and the low kicks. But as we've seen before, Kalsa is got good movement and good defense. He moves that head just enough to stay in range and fire back against the taller man, Chris.
Got to be really still careful of that left. Nicholls was probing for it. There again, stepping in. The one thing that you'll see when these guys trade, though, is they don't really move their eyes. There's no real tell as to where they're going to throw. And I love that because no one's really eager and trying to shy away from these exchanges, so to speak.
And there again, Kalsa, no setup, just good straight punches on a straight line. Nice lateral movement from Nicholls to get out of the way there, and he needed it. But it shows how confident Kalsa is to stand and trade. And it's Nicholls that goes for the double leg, Chris.
Nice. Very nice. That's a smart tactic. Again, Kalsa was looking for that takedown and probably wasn't expecting this from Nicholls. I wasn't expecting it from Nicholls.
Well, that's the thing, and that's why I think it was so successful and so slick, and it'll be interesting to see. You said he's been working on this side of the game. Now we've got the opportunity to see, with a nothing in the round, to see what this man has learned.
He's probably the bigger guy at the weight, ever so slightly, so... And he just looked to be in the shape of his career. That tells you a lot. Weigh-in day can tell you an awful lot. And yesterday, these two really stuck out as two of the most in-shape guys for their weight class at 70 kilograms. Nice control here from Nicholls.
Posture's up. He's got to be careful about that arm, Chris.
Oh, he went for it. Kalsa was trying to chuck up that arm bar, but couldn't quite get it. The thing is, though, even a failed attempt at that can allow a scramble to get back to your feet. Let's see what Nicholls does here.
Well, there's going to be some heavy ground and pound, and it looks like he was looking for the opportunity to go for the back here, Chris.
Kalsa was reaching for that takedown, and Nicholls almost had a crucifix of sorts, but opts to try to catch the back, left hook in. Couldn't get both hooks. He'll try to sort of slide his way around. This is good. This is good. Basically, when you go for the back, you've still got the option of going for the mount, and right now, it's a double threat here for Nicholls. Can he get that choke in? That's another question.
And if he doesn't, we've seen before in these sort of situations many times, Chris, if the man turns back round, you're in a great mount position for the ground and pound. Win-win situation.
Back and forth, back attack to the full mount. Now in full mount, Nicholls, couple of elbows. He went straight for that choke, but you gotta control the position. You can go choke first, but he didn't have it, so the position becomes very relevant here. Can you keep both hooks in?
Yes, that's the key here as he looks to roll David Kalsa, but will he answer the questions about how he's worked on his ground game? A rear naked choke would answer that very succinctly, Chris.
Oh, he's got it, he's got it. He's got that grip, Malcolm. This could be tight. He's gonna try to get that arm underneath the chin. It's there. Not much time left. Kalsa's out.
Kalsa doesn't tap. He goes out. The referee stops it. John No Mercy Nicholls has answered the question as has he worked on his ground game against a very dangerous man and actually wins in the second round by rear naked choke. What a turnaround for Nicholls, Chris.
Went out there, stood and traded, got taken down, returned the favor in round 2 and gets the submission win tonight in London. Beautiful stuff.
And here he is. You said it was on tight, but Kalsa, this is what it meant to him as well, determined not to tap. And in the end, there had to be an intervention because it meant so much to these two men, this Bamma win.
And he went to that barbell grip. That's a really nice setup. Beautiful choking arm, perfectly with the V around the neck. That choke comes on really quick. I mean, Kalsa was looking to try to hand fight, but it's just seconds in between the type moments where you feel like you can get out, and of course those moments when you lose consciousness. Beautiful setup and a beautiful finish here. Submission win for Nicholls. So John Nicholls now 3-2 from Dartford, England. The Kettles Gym product. Coming back to Bamma now 1-1 in the promotion. Very brief professional career, actually going pro in September 2017, and a 1.5 years amateur experience prior to that. So a little bit of a latecomer to the MMA game, but certainly a lot of promise, and again, came in great shape, weathered the storm from Kalsa on the ground, had some great exchanges in the first and the second, and got the submission win. That's MMA for you. Make him think you want to stand and take him down and choke him out. So we'll send things into the ring to get the official announcement from Buddy Johnson here at Bamma London.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee called a stoppage to this bout at 3 minutes and 4 seconds into the second round, declaring a winner by technical submission with a rear naked choke, John No Mercy Nicholls.
So it's a win tonight for John Nicholls, getting that first big win at Bamma. Hope you folks are enjoying the prelims here from London at your call. Watching on Unilad, great to have your company. We're going live worldwide at the top of the hour. 10 p.m. in the UK on ITV4. Catch the main card. 3 great fights, and of course that big super fight for the lightweight title. Terry Brazier taking on Reese McKee, trying to become a 2-division champion. Plenty of action to come here from the Your Call. We look forward